There are many ways a narcissist shifts the blame over to other people because they don't want to be held accountable for the things they do to other people. And one of these methods a narcissist uses is playing the victim. A narcissist will either play the hero or the victim, yet they will never be the villain. And even when they're playing the hero, they're often playing the hero in a way of accusing you of making them out to be the villain. I only did it because I was helping so-and-so to make you feel bad for questioning them. So this video is a few phrases that a victim narcissist might use, or a narcissist playing the victim might use to pass the blame over to you. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about the narcissist personality disorder, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with in your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you overcome narcissistic abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. So when a narcissist is doing something they usually know they shouldn't be doing, but they're going to find a way to rationalize it. They're going to find a way to justify themselves breaking any form of rules. And one of these ways that they will justify themselves is by finding something that you have done. Whether or not you have done it is irrelevant, but they're going to shift it over to you. They're going to use that. What about when you do this? Oh, well, because they're doing that, it's okay that I do this. They are going to find a way to justify so that their meaning gives them the end result that they want, regardless of whether the intentions are pure, regardless of whether how they are acting is right, regardless of whether how they're acting could potentially harm another person. They're going to find a way to justify it. So they can go with the what about when you, so that you question yourself and not them, and so that they can carry on doing whatever it is they're doing. They can also go for a form of triangulation, how they will claim that their mate, their friend, their work colleague, their sibling, their whoever has done it. Therefore, if they've done it, it's okay that the narcissist does it. But it's not okay. If they've done something to hurt somebody else and they're trying to justify this by claiming that somebody else did it, that doesn't make the other person right. No one knows what life that other person's living or whether they even did it or not. It still doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make it right for the narcissist to do it. However, they want to distract you from what they are doing by passing the blame over to someone you might not even know. Another method they're going to use is by saying, oh, it's always my fault. Oh, I knew you'd blame me for this. Oh, it's always me that gets everything wrong. You're perfect. You never make any mistakes, do you? To get you again to question yourself, to doubt yourself, to feel sorry for them, to question whether you are turning narcissistic, and often why people can feel a little narcissistic, because when a narcissist does something and they get you to question them, they cause that intrigue within you. So you go and ask them, because it's all about communication and openness and understanding each other. When a narcissist doesn't want you to understand them, they want you to understand the side of them that works in their favour. So when you go and ask them something, they're going to pull out the woe is me victim card. Oh, I knew it would all be my fault. However, when they're accusing you of something you haven't even done, so you're stood there thinking, well, I knew it'd be my fault, I haven't even done anything. If you bring it back up, it's that catch-22. They're going to come straight back at you. You end up in that loggerheads of their reality to them is it's not their fault. And if they know it's their fault, they're going to go all out to shift the blame over to you. Your reality to you is it's not your fault. And you're just going to end up not getting anywhere because they're not willing to talk about it. They're not willing to discuss it. They're not willing to show any form of compromise. They lack the empathy to care, and they're only interested in getting their own need met, which is often why you will be the one that loses your reality, because you are willing to see it from their point of view. You are willing to look at them. You are willing to try and understand them. You are willing to try and help them, where a narcissist is only willing to help themselves. It's like if you draw a number 6 on a piece of paper, that meme that goes round, and if the number 6 is there and you've got one person looking from that side and one person looking from that side, to that person it might look like a number 6. To that person it might look like a number 9. If that person hasn't got the narcissist personality disorder, they're going to say, oh yes, that's a number 6. Right, let me come and figure it out from your point. Oh yes, I see where you're coming from. Yes, it does look a lot like a number 9 from... Right, yeah. So how can we solve this? Shall we just agree to disagree that from my side it looks like a 6 and from yours it looks like a 9? Whereas a narcissist is going to be, no, it's a 9. No, and then come over there and go, well, no, you need to turn it around and now it's a 9 still. Then they're just not going to see it from your way. They're just going to see it as you're attacking them. You're trying to get one over on them, which is why they've got to go all out to gaslight you into taking on board their version of events so that they can carry on doing what they want to do without any form of consequences for their behaviour. Which is why when it comes to a narcissist, there is no point in explaining where they might be going wrong. There is no point in explaining your point of view to them, because if it doesn't match their own, they're not interested in that communication. They're not interested in seeing it from another person's point of view. They're not interested in perspectives. They're only interested in themselves and getting their own needs met. What we actually need to do is recognise them for who they are. Recognise that they're just not going to see it, and the more we try to help them see something, the more it leaves us frustrated, the more it leaves us annoyed, the more it leaves us feeling angry. There are some narcissists that are just far too dangerous and you need to go no contact with. There are others where you just need to laugh at how unbelievable yet believable their behaviour is. You have to stand back and observe and recognise the manipulation method they are using. Recognise it as who they are as a person. You have to start no longer looking for the good in them, because the good in them is all manipulation to sell you somebody they are not, and start recognising the manipulation within them. You have to reject their false self. You have to reject that nice side within them. You have to recognise, no, they want something from me. That's why they're playing nice. And you have to, that radical acceptance of that toxic person when they're trying to guilt trip you, when they're trying to shame you, when they're trying to pity play, when they're trying to get you to feel sorry for them so they can carry on doing the very things they are doing to you, while they lack the empathy to care for how that affects you. Narcissists use many phrases to guilt trip people and to shift the blame over to people. Please add any that you've heard in the comments. And they are that self-entitled hypocrite. They are entitled to bring up the past with a selective memory if they can use a past event against you. However, you cannot bring up the past because they will turn around and say you're hung up on your past. But if you turn around to them and say you're hung up on your past, oh, I knew you wouldn't understand me. Nobody ever gets me. Nobody cares about me. I've had such a hard life. I've had to work for everything. Everyone's had to work for everything. Yes, some people are more privileged than others. However, a narcissist doesn't see it as they need to work hard to attain something for themselves. They're envious of that person and they see it as, how can I bring that person down to feel better about myself? Not all narcissists act overtly in the woe is me victim play. However, most narcissists do feel very victimized within their lives. That's why they go around hurting others. That's why they go around protecting themselves. That's why they don't trust other people, because they know, either on a conscious or a subconscious level, how they treat other people. If someone has at least 5 of the 9 characteristics of the disorder, then whatever they are doing to meet a need of their own. Thank you very much for listening. Go out there, create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.